Is there something wrong, dear? Why don't we sirens get along with mermaids? It's a long story, dear. I tried telling you the story before, but you just rose off to sleep after 3 minutes. Will you really? How come you're suddenly curious? Have you finally met a mermaid, perhaps? Did they say something to you? You mistook them for a siren. I suppose there are similarities here and there. Yes, one of the distinctive features of ours that makes us different is our ears. That is perhaps because they are more similar to humans than us. Yes, some of them have even tried to woo such species. Yes, for us sirens, humans are simply part of our diet. But it's not necessary, as I told you, since humans can also be dangerous on their own. You don't need to listen to your father. We don't need to include them in our diet. Just fish is enough to satisfy us. While I'm around, I'm not allowing you to hunt. It's too dangerous. We are, but they're a clever species. I've heard stories from your grandmother before. She was lucky enough to escape an encounter. The other sirens with her weren't. We have the ability to lure them through mimicry, correct? And while your grandmother is well versed in mimicking even the sweetest voices, for some reason they were able to resist her. The reason? They couldn't hear. They put beeswax in their ears. They read her lips. They were hunting for food and came across such terrifying humans. So please, dear, don't involve yourself with humans unless it's absolutely necessary. Right, I want to topic. You're curious about the relationship between us and the mermaids, right? Well, in this generation, we are able to coexist with little to no problem. Back then, it was brutal. Yes, we didn't peacefully coexist like this before. We used to fight over whose right it is to be in the waters and who owns the depths. They haven't exactly realized it before. They were too afraid to venture further in the fear of stronger predators finding them. So we just stayed where we were comfortable. But then, the prey started to lessen, and before both parties realized it, they were barely enough. Yes, only for the level we're in. At first, it was a civil talk on how to ration the fish. And then, suddenly, one of ours started the fight. I'd hate to admit, but that is truly what happened. I don't want to lie to you and tell you that it was the mermaids, as some sirens would. I just want you to know the truth, dear. Of course. And so it only took one mermaid to get injured for an all-out war to start. Our strengths were about the same power, so it always ended up in a stalemate. And yet both parties wanted to keep going despite it being the same result every time. It went on for years and years. No, they just kept continuing on even if there were more bodies floating above the waters. It looked like it was going to be an endless cycle, but suddenly, the commotion must have angered the gods, and so they were stopped. The sea god clarified that the dangers far below weren't as much of a threat as both parties imagined them to be, and even aided them to go into the depths, which allowed them to see personally that there truly was nothing to worry about in terms of food supply. You can't exactly blame them. The fear of the unknown is reasonable. What lies beneath can't truly be explained, but thank the gods for intervening for once to put a stop to what would have been a pointless war that only brought up even more bloodshed. I suppose they were given terms that eventually found common ground. However, the rivalry still stands today, but it's no more than being competitive in some cases. Nothing too serious. Both parties just tolerated the other while still holding the generational grudge from their ancestors, for the sake of the future generations. No, of course not. As I said, your father's negativity towards the mermaids is unaccounted for. It's the same for humans as well. Both are simply species that are doing their best to survive. If it's possible for us to just coexist peacefully, why don't we? So please, don't get too pressured when your father asks you to go through the stupid trials. You're a good kid. Never let anyone else trample your own values, regardless of how much they force it on you. I'm proud of you for trying to befriend that mermaid. Alright, what did she eventually say? Did she say something mean to you? I see. So some mermaids also carry on that grudge and even impose it on their children. I'm sorry you had to go through that, dear. Even though you're only trying to befriend her. There. I'm sure you'll be able to find someone that can. I knew it. Them and humans are too damn similar. Don't you get it? We can't coexist with them like this. I can just tell they did that on purpose. Accident my ass. I will never forgive them for causing your mother's death. Be it mermaid or human. Never, ever be friendly with either one, you got it? You're almost at that age too. Perfect. You can show them just how better we are at luring in humans. I believe in you. Your mother was far too kind-hearted and that cost her life. You have to best them to avenge your mother. Show them how superior we truly are. I know you can do it. I know which areas some of them frequent to hunt for humans, as long as you can blend in. And when the time comes, hunt them down. Use what you can. Just never fall in love with them. Promise me. Good. Once you're old enough, you can set off. I believe in you. You're a good kid. Never let anyone else trample your own values, regardless of how much they force it on you. I'm proud of you for trying to befriend that mermaid. Your mother was far too kind-hearted and that cost her life. You have to best them to avenge your mother. Show them how superior we truly are.
Hey, I just told you, can you just take a day off?
It's not that simple. This is an important project and I must attend to.
Hey, I can just tell him. I'm in a high enough position to cancel it.
I prefer you not to abuse your power of authority here. And have you not heard what I had said earlier? It's something important to me, and I would prefer you to be considerate with how much this means to me.
Didn't you date me for my money? Why are you suddenly feigning as if you're still an oh-so-workaholic woman, huh?
Did I perhaps give you that impression? I'd like to apologize if I seemed that way, but if I really wanted to, I would have chosen the CEO.
You think you could sleep your way on top?
If I wanted to, I could have. He has sent me messages before, after all. I should have accepted his invitation instead of having to entertain someone with the same mindset as a child.
Oh, you little... I'll get you fired.
You're proving my point exactly by losing your temper and threatening me.
You're just a whore who sleeps her way on top anyway. So even if you're fired, you'll just find some other company and do the same thing.
Of course.
You're not even denying it?
Because there's no point in arguing with a child.
Call me a child one more time.
Oh, my apologies. That's an insult to well-behaved children. I think the more appropriate term that would suit you is man-child.
You know, you're not needed in this company anyway. All you ever do is cause drama within the women. Bringing destruction everywhere you go. Who would want you in their team? You heard me. Why did you suddenly go silent, huh? You Oh, what the...
Why did you suddenly?
So you even had the audacity of slapping a higher up? You'd better write up that resignation letter by tomorrow. I'm telling my father to fire you.
My apologies. It seems that I've also lost my temper there. Is your cheek alright? Oh, this is certainly a first. Seeing someone try to intervene and getting slapped in the process. You went head in first without assessing the situation. There could have been irreversible repercussions to your actions, resulting in you in getting hurt, and yet... But thank you for trying to help, dear stranger. Oh. Oh. My taste in men. This is also the first time someone I've slapped scolded me about my preferences in men. And I've realized that, hence my decision to break things off with him. Do words need to be said for a breakup to happen? I suppose you're right. Hopefully he hasn't blocked me. I'll go send him a message then. Oh. That certainly is sensible of you. Oh my, here. Does it sting? Oh, don't act tough. I can tell how red it is. And I must have put in a lot of power on that slap. Certainly. As both an apology and thanks for helping, would you perhaps care to join me for dinner? My treat, of course. Then shall we? Oh, something important to... Oh, keep this a secret, but... I only said that so that he'd stop bugging me. Let's go. Oh, is there something wrong? You seem tense. Is this your first time? I meant dining in a place like this. It's alright if you can't decide on what to order. Leave it to me. Though, I have to be sure if you have any allergies? Preferences? Seafood, then? That's a coincidence. Seafood just happened to be my favorite, too. I just have the perfect dish for you. Oh, is everything alright? Are you having trouble with the utensils? Here, allow me to help. Go on. Is it good? Can I assume it is to your liking? You seem to have a difficult time using the utensils. Oh, bare hands. I suppose you are allowed to eat with your bare hands here, but you would definitely attract some attention. So, if you're not really mindful of other people's gazes, then please go right ahead. Otherwise, I have a better plan. Would you like me to continue spoon feeding you then? I don't really mind. We can take turns, unless you're uncomfortable with that. Don't worry, as I said, I don't mind. There's no need to apologize. On the contrary, I find this side of you irresistibly adorable. Now, say ah. It's a pleasure being able to see you enjoy yourself like that. Please, it's not a big deal. And I truly appreciate your gesture of helping me earlier. If it's quite alright with you, may I ask you to accompany me for a bit? If you don't mind, of course. Thank you. I appreciate it. I often find myself walking by the shore like this, whenever I need to take a breather. I thought being alone here felt nice, but having someone like you here with me, I can't help but feel more relaxed. Have you been told your company is comforting? Oh, come here. There's a better view by that cave over there. Isn't it nice? It just has enough room for the two of us to scooch over like this. But the view of the sea is so pretty here. You can even see the stars. It's beautiful. May I borrow your shoulder? I would just like to lean my head on it, if it's not a bother. Thank you. Oh. I can hear your heartbeat from here. What's gotten you so nervous? No need to be so tense. Relax. Oh. Here. Let me. That's horrible. As I thought. You definitely better. Oh. 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 Oh, what? Oh. Why? You're a siren? You don't need to hiss at me like that. Your ears. I guess that makes sense. It seems I've accidentally lured in a siren. Bold of you to claim you lured me when you could barely do anything earlier and only waited for me to kiss you. Weren't you the one who just closed your eyes waiting for me to kiss you? But this is certainly a predicament. Though I have no qualms of seducing a siren, it's a compliment that you were interested enough to kiss me. I mean, you did try to save me too, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Oh, is it really that embarrassing being seen with me? Right, because our ancestors' rivalry definitely still involves us. I was jesting. Or is it really bothering you that much? What if I suggest something? To make this rivalry well and alive, why don't we have a competition? From what I've heard from our ancestors, they've always done various battles to determine the winner. But it's either just a fight, or anything that involves the other party being in harm's way. So, why don't we try something else? That is, instead of doing something that involves hatred, why don't we duel? in the name of love. Seeing your pretty face make such a detestable expression is a feast for the eyes. I mean, a battle on who can make the other fall first. Not the literal meaning, dear Siren. You're so innocent. I meant, who can make the other fall in love first? It also works in our favor as to who is the better species in terms of seduction and luring. Oh, are you perhaps scared? Scared that you'll lose even before we start? Because it's the purest of them all, and aren't you curious? Oh, that's simple. The winner will acquire the highest honor of them all, being able to conquer their rivaled species, bragging rights, if you might say, as well as keep this area to themselves, while the loser has to leave. Yes, the punishment of the loser is to leave the person that they fell in love with. Oh, tragic. Is it? I find it fair. What right would you have to keep staying when you've already lost, no? Are you perhaps thinking, what if both parties fall? Oh, that's rather romantic of you. Oh. Oh, so you're already convinced that you're going to win? Does that mean you accept my proposal? Very well, then. Shall we? What's wrong? Shall we establish the ground rules? I can't help but notice that you were nervous. Let me ask something first. Was I your first attempt in luring a human? I guessed so. Then, this little competition of ours will prove helpful to you, if anything. After all, I do need some entertainment as well. Things have been quite stale lately. So, even if you do end up losing, you can take this as experience and learn from it. I'll make sure to teach you everything that you need to know. Oh, I hadn't said a thing. I'm simply making this a learning experience for you, dear Siren. Shall we set the ground rules then? First and foremost, boundaries should be clear and set. Consent should be your utmost priority. Let me make this clear. Are you alright with being physical with me? I mean, weren't you ready to kiss me earlier? So are you? Very well. That means we can be physical with each other as we please. But of course, in no way should the other party be forced to do anything they don't like. We should agree on a safe word just in case. What would be our safe word? See, Animani? Very well. Clear enough. If you ever feel uncomfortable with anything I do or say, just say the word. Are we allowed to be physical with other parties besides the ones in the competition? I don't mind either way. So are we? Then we're not just bound to be physical with each other, and are allowed to be physical with other people. You do need to practice, don't you? Though, I don't really mind knowing all of your weak spots. It will be an advantage as well, as I see you fall deeper in love with me. Anything to add? Then, if anyone were to break any of the rules, or if anyone were to go against them, they are to be disqualified and effective immediately. They will be automatically deemed the loser and be forced to leave the premises. Shall we seal the contract? That means... then... will this be your first kiss? Don't worry. I'll make it unforgettable for you. Oh, aren't you cute? May I ask for one more? You don't seem to be against the idea of it at all. You like it, don't you? No need to deny it. It's okay. I heard you. I'm sorry for pushing you too far this early on. Don't worry. I'm here. I'm looking forward to this, dear jellyfish. Oh, I smell something fishy. Oh, is that a siren I smell? Finally, something interesting.